What up, y'all? So it's fight week for Devin Haney versus George Kambosos, man. I want to get my final prediction, man, because this is an important fight for boxing and Devin Haney, uh, especially for Devin Haney's career. More so, for him going forward. This is like a pivotal moment for him. This is like a all or go home type of thing for Devin Haney. Like if Devin Haney lose this fight, then it really was his team fault for putting themselves in that type of position to not be the favorite type of shit. I think Devin Haney has better skills than George Kambosos. I actually think he a better fighter. I think he a better fighter than George Kambosos. But this fight being in Australia takes away those type of statements, those type of things. Like it don't matter he's a better fighter no more now, since he's fighting him in Australia. Now we got to talk about judges and shit, right? I mean, we got to talk about judges. We got to talk about George Kambosos possibly cheating. Not that I seen any record of him cheating, but I'm just saying that's what happens when you do that type of shit, fighting guys in their country on their playing field and they, with their rules and everything like that. You bind it to all his rules. So now that's what we really got to look at. But I tell you one thing, after the fight, let's say Kambosos do some cheating shit, I'm not harping on that shit because, like I said, that's their fault. But I honestly think Devin Haney gonna win this shit though. Especially, I gotta talk about this, especially since the little shit, I've been seeing clips and things like that. George Kambosos saying a whole bunch of bitch ass shit. Like, I seen one clip where he was like, what that nigga say, man? This was so much of some bitch ass shit. The little faith that I had in him is all gone now. I really think he gonna get his ass beat. Now, at first, I'm like, this is a good fight. Maybe Devin Haney can beat his ass. I don't think Devin Haney has the power to knock him out, and I'm thinking about the judges and shit like that. But now, I think differently. After these few things I've been seeing, right? Kambosos said something of the nature like, what I'm trying to, don't quote me, right? It's in my own little words. George Kambosos said that he was scared because they came over or something like that, or something about some gangster shit. It was something like that, and I'm like, what? If that ain't the most bitch ass shit that I ever heard. So the fact that he trying to use, American culture or whatever, that's basically what he doing. He using our culture, right? Calling Devin Haney snitches and all that shit, but then turn around, right? And be like, oh man, I'm gonna beat your ass. But then you talking about how he a snitch and he a rat and he but you scared and shit that he a gangster or something like that. Like, bro, if you don't shut your bitch ass up and just fight this dude, man, this dude way younger than you. I don't even know how old George Kambosos is, but Devin Haney ain't shit but like 23, 24. You know what I'm saying? He a lot younger than you, and you talking like that, man, who the fuck gives a fuck about that type of shit? But I ain't harping on that shit because I heard people already talking about it. And I don't really I like my own narratives or whatever, so. But yeah, that's what I seen for sure. I seen Kambosos being a hoe, basically. I shared it on my Twitter. The clip, The Real Marlo TV on Twitter. If y'all on Twitter, go follow that. The Real Marlo TV on Instagram too. So if y'all on Instagram, follow my page on there too. But yeah, man. George Kambosos, man, he going outside, bro. I really wanted to hear like some hardcore shit from him. I wanted to hear like a little more toughness, but the shit he been saying in the build up, it been kind of like soft to me. It's been a bunch of soft shit going on. But Devin Haney seemed like the hitter. It's another way I think Devin Haney can win this fight without knocking out George Kambosos. If he just beat his ass so bad, right? Have him bloodied up, bruises everywhere on his face, and come out that motherfucker pretty much clean, hardly touched or whatever, I think the judges, plus all the attention, the fans and everybody been talking about the judges. I think that puts a lot more pressure on the judges to even get it right. So I think Devin Haney can pull this shit off just by beating his ass like real bad, smashing him, making him look stupid. One thing I like about Devin Haney that's different from Shakur Stevenson. I love Shakur Stevenson too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just comparing these guys always, like him, Shakur, and Tank, because all them guys came up together and they pretty much purged. So, even though Tank a little older than them, a little further than them, but one of the things I like about Devin Haney that's different from Shakur is because they both pretty much 12-round fighters and always go 12 rounds in majority of their fight. But with Devin Haney, he got a little more ferociousness. Shakur a little more cleaner, sharper, get hit less or whatever. And he's the better pure boxer out of Devin Haney and Shakur. But Devin Haney, got a little more tenacity. See, Shakur, he comfortable with just going 12 rounds as long as he just outbox the shit out of you. That's good and all, but I think Devin Haney bring a little more action, a little more excitement. So I think if he can just keep beating on him, keep smashing him, because he got a high boxing IQ like Shakur too, but and Tank, they all got high boxing IQ, but I think Devin Haney edge over Shakur is just being more persistent. He it's like he's going for the knockout, but he just can't knock him out because he ain't really got the power like that. I'm sure them bitches sting and all, but I'm just saying he ain't really got the power like Tank, but he's fighting like he's trying to knock you out. Like he's steady coming. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between Dev and Shakur. But I wish him the best though. It's only one person I think can beat Dev, and that's Gervonta Davis. But with this fight, I think Devin Haney can beat him, man. And it'd be big for his career if he can do it too. But, George Kambosos and Mickey Bay was a close fight. That was a close fight. That could have went either way. But I think Devin Haney better than what Mickey Bay was. Honestly. I think he's a lot better. So, we're just doing, I know styles make fights and everything, but just looking at it from that aspect, I think Devin Haney can pull this shit off. Especially it seeming like he got the most heart out these two. Seems like he got more heart than Kambosos. Kambosos saying whole shit. Devin more about his business, more serious. He just got the look right now. You know what I'm saying? In this fight, you can tell. Look at he all black. He more, he more serious. And one thing about his pops being gone, that don't mean he can. I know he got another trainer and all, but maybe Devin Haney good because they already went through the whole training camp with his pops and everything. So, maybe that'll work out for Devin. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. He ain't got his daddy, but if they went through the whole training camp, then he might be good. Or if they already went through the whole training camp in the U.S. already, then Devin might be straight. He just got to do the finishing touches or whatever. I think he needed daddy for more of the politics than, in the ring, just being in the corner. But, hopefully everything turn out right. I'm definitely going to be covering the fights just like we did last weekend. So make sure y'all come through, man. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You ain't subscribed already. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.